I came to win.
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life.
Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Hey, I'm coming. Hey, receiver.
1st down, here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Bravo.
Don't let him breathe.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Bishop. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Cousins now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 23 yards, the final tally.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
You used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Watch the screen.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Switch it.
Listen to me.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
57 Mike. Mike 57. Hey, Wood. 57.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Caught. It's the tight end, Kelsey, for a Patriots touchdown. Travis Kelsey His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Bengals 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
51 the mic, boy. 51.
368.
Pull it together.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Regular.
It's a party now.
Hands up.
Throwing, Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Get that ball.
Dalton now to pass. He gets this one to Boyd. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 48-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a second down coming up. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
98 to Mike. Hey, keep it up. 198. Watch 98.
And Dalton to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. Third down here. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
368. Hey, Alpha.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Like 7.
Heavy.
All day. All day. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Dalton off play action. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
Now White lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll go down at the 28. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg. Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
On 3rd down, Mixon. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's White. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. It's Kelsey on the grab. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
50 seconds to Mike. Here we go, D.
Throwing, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Ricky. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
3rd and long for Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. There, D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's going to have the hook up to Ross. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
That's it. Big hit.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Mike 7. Hey, orbit. Crunch time.
So Dalton now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. He's got his man, Boyd. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Mike 7, Mike 7.
Hey, Duke.
You ain't doing nothing today. Mike 7, Mike 7.
Regular.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Shoot.
Heavy. It's hot.
Throwing again. Dalton. Got his man. It's Eifert. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
It's hot.
They'll come out in the pistol.
They're running it.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Final play of the half, Cousins. Looking for Harry, he airs it out deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. To throw on 2nd and 6, Dalton. Green brings it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
You think you gonna get this? Check three, check three, check three.
Yeah, 5-6.
SOS.
Blue draw Porker.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Caught! It's the tight end, Kelsey, for a Patriots touchdown. Travis Kelsey with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We taking wins home.
Dalton sets up play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Here's Dalton. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
5. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Come on. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Cut.
Following the interception, Cousins. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
First down, Patriots.
Cousins now to throw on first down. That's complete to White. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Cousins now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Let's go.
It's a gain of 10. First down, New England.
Cousins now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Mike, 57.
Go.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Gets it to Gordon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing is Cousins. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Bravo. 57's right. Watch the pass.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed him, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the
21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dalton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic.
To throw is Cousins. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Ken. 57. Mike, 57. Hey, Charlie.
And the blitz does come. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Hey, wahoo. 57's right. It's out time.
Now Cousins on 4th down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now a throw here to his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Regular. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Blue Dan. 51's the mic, boy. 51.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Jack.
Here you go, Ken.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Bang, 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 bang.
They run for it with Mixon. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing, Dalton. And that's complete. It's Green here. He got 29 yards that time. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, Haywood!
Now Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build